Hi guys, I'm here to discuss about peripheral interface and memory system. What is peripheral interfaces? It's a device such as cables, network card, monitor, or keyboard that enables interaction or between computer and another entity. Peripheral interface categories: analog or digital interface, synchronous or asynchronous interface, serial or parallel interface. Analog or digital interface. To interface two peripherals, one of them is digital and the other one is analog. We have to add analog to digital converter or ADC and digital to analog converter or DAC. Synchronized or asynchronous interface. To interface these peripherals together, we need handshaking adapter which regulate the data exchange between them. Serial or parallel interface. To interface two peripherals, one of them is parallel and the second is serial. We have to use parallelizing and serializing stage to connect both of them. Microprocessor-based interface. The microprocessor can be interfaced with the peripherals via several techniques. They are memory space interface, I/O ports interface such as serial and parallel ports. Bus system classification. Classification of system bus. According to function, we have data bus, control bus, and address bus. According to location, internal or direct, ISA, EISA, PCI, AGP, USB, SCSI, IDA, and SATA. External or indirect, GPIB, CAMAC, and CAN. According to purpose, we have general purpose bus and special purpose bus. Internal or direct buses. ISA and EISA. ISA bus, short for Industry Standard Architecture, introduced by IBM, was originally an 8-bit bus that was later expanded to a 16-bit bus in 1984. EISA, short for Extended Industry Standard Architecture. EISA bus was announced September of 1988. It was provided 32-bit slots and an 8.33 MHz cycle rate for the use with 386DX or higher processor. PCI or Peripheral Component Interconnect, introduced by Intel in 1992, revised in 1993 to version 2.0 and later revised in 1995 to PCI 2.1. It is a 32-bit computer bus that is also available as a 64-bit bus today. Various PCI slots. From top to bottom, we have PCI Express by 4, PCI Express by 16, PCI Express by 1, PCI Express by 16, and conventional PCI or 32-bit. AGP or Advanced Graphic Port, introduced by Intel in 1997, is a 32-bit bus designed for the high demands of 3D graphics. AGP was a direct line to the computer's memory, which allows 3D elements to be stored in the system memory instead of the video memory. IDE Parallel ATA, the latest version of features an 40-pin 80-wire ribbon cable to connect motherboards to drives. Serial ATA and SATA, first generation SATA device often operated at best a little faster than parallel ATA or 133 devices. USB or Universal Serial Bus is a new external bus developed by Intel, Compact, DEC, IBM Microprocessor, NEC, and Northern Telecom, and released to the public in 1996 with the Intel 430HX Triton 2 motherboard. USB versions, we have USB 1.0, USB 1.1, USB 2.0, and USB 3.0. Firewire. The original Firewire was faster than USB when it came out. Faster rates of up to 400 Mbps. Bluetooth is a proprietary open wireless technology standard for exchanging data over short distances. RFID, short for radio frequency identification, is the use of a wireless non-contact system that uses radio frequency electromagnetic fields to transfer data from a tag attached to an object for the purposes of automatic identification and tracking. NFC, or Near Field Communication, is a set of standards from smartphones and similar devices to establish radio communicating with each other by touching them together and bringing them into close proximity, no more than a few centimeters. External or indirect buses. General Purpose Interface Bus, or GPIB, is more widely used than HPIB. ANSI IEE 488.2 1987 strengthened the original standard by defining precisely how controls and instruments communicate. Standard commands for programmable instruments took the command instruction defined in IEE 488.2 and created a single comprehensive programming command set that is used with a SPI instrument. CAN bus, or Control Area Network, is a vehicle bus standard designed to allow microcontrollers and devices to communicate with each other within a vehicle without a host computer. Memory system. Memory is one word implies memory means the place where we have to store anything. This is very essential part of human being, just like this memory is also very important for computer system, because in computer system we have to store some data or information, and for storing these items we need to some memory or space. So that's why we can say that memory is very important part of computer system. Memory are classified into two types: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory, also known as main memory or internal memory, which is located in the motherboard of system, or as we say, which is directly connected to the CPU. This is further divided into two parts: RAM and ROM. RAM, random access memory. It stores the data which the user currently uses, or as we say, it stores the data temporary in it. RAM is further classified into two parts: SRAM and DRAM. SRAM, or static random access memory. The word static refers that the memory retains its contents as long the power is supplied. So that's why we can say this is volatile in nature. DRAM, or dynamic random access memory. It also contains data when electricity is available. DRAM needs to refresh periodically due to this. This RAM works slower than SRAM. ROM, read-only memory. The words refers mainly it can only read the data which is stored in it. This memory is mainly used by other computer when we just turn on our computer. It contains BIOS of system. In this non-volatile in nature. Mainly there are three types of ROM: PROM, EEPROM, and EEPROM. PROM, programmable read-only memory. In this, when the data is stored, then we have no right to change or alter any data to it. In this, the data is written by manufacturer company. Even you can also purchase blank PROM chip, but it can be programmed by special tools such as PROM programmers. EEPROM, or erasable programmable ROM. As the ROM refers erasable means we can change or erase the data. So in EEPROM, we have right to change the data. In this, we can change the data with the help of ultraviolet rays. EEPROM is much expensive than PROM. EEPROM or electrically erasable programmable room, the type of room which can be erased by electrical charges. EEPROM can be erased one byte at any time rather than erasing the entire chip by ultraviolet rays. Memory are classified into two types. Secondary memory, the place where we stored our personal data in computer system, is known as SM. In this, we store data so that when the data is needed, we can easily retrieve it. There are two methods for accessing the data from it. Sequential, this is method in which we search the data sequentially or line by line until you find the desired data, example, magnetic tape, etc. Direct, this is the method in which computer can go directly the information that the user wants, example, magnetic disc or optical disc. Magnetic tape is similar to the tape used in music cassettes. It is a plastic tape with magnetic coating. Mainly, it is used to store music, movie, etc. It is not used to store data because, as we know, it comes under sequential access and it reads data line by line so that we can find the exact location of data. Magnetic disk, this is widely used popular storage medium for direct access secondary storage. Hard disk, also known as hard drive or fixed drive. This is the place where we store our data or information so that we can retrieve for further use. This is the place where we store our OS so that we can run our computer. Optical disk, this is the secondary storage medium in which you can store much more than in it. This is flat, circular, plastic disc coated with material. There are two types of optical discs, CD and DVD. Compact disc mainly used to store data, music, movies, software, and etc. It can store 80 minutes of continuous video recording. The space of CD is up to 700 MB. There are two types of CD, CD-ROM and CD-RW. Digital versatile disc, it is high-capacity storage medium mainly used to store movie, music, software, and etc. The storage capacity of DVD is up to 4.7 GB. Types of DVD, we have DVD-ROM and DVD-RW. Thank you for watching.